창물로 참디 떼실래 아니 얘기 년동대 거니 따갈려들 창물로 투지 나만 보여 아니 디링기 년동대 같이 올라나 단당 안주 될라 Regional Tibetan Association of Massachusetts ngaran so de sane phobagi movie jete ki legi jipe ra tanda konsa chokunglo kubju phebata kodeng ke thone ani year of compassion learning also year long initiative events the cultural programs indegi mi yore ani ta thiring legi chik inde chagido public screening free of cost ani here at Academy of Music Theatre in Northampton ani movie dikhal lan thandang jo khonsa choda Archbishop Desmond Tutu ki kora mission joy lani kyan so see you re ki see me ba na serochi movie dipe tamu ya po che thandang jo mimang so tis ni legi ren ye video de ge chi wan kyan so to yo re ba ye tijina welcome shigeng aran so pesa zipo kya Teshle first lady Teshle
hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Welcome.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, we're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
And good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Regional Tibetan Association of Massachusetts, we would like to warmly welcome each and every one of you present here to enjoy and join us in this screening of Mission Joy, Finding Happiness in Troubled Times. My name is Tenzin Yima, and I will be your MC this evening. This event is a part of a year-long initiative honoring His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama's 90th birthday. It's called the Year of Compassion. So through events like this, we aim to share His Holiness's timeless message of compassion, kindness, and peace, and values that the world truly needs more of today. Before we begin, just another side note. Like I said previously, the screening is free of cost, so we do have a table set aside for donations right outside this hall. Any contribution, big or small, will go towards Regional Tibetan Association of Massachusetts so that we can continue with planning and organizing cultural events and programs like today. To officially open our event, I would like to invite Chithue Thindip Tsering, Member of Parliament in Exile representing North and South America, to share his opening remarks.
Good afternoon and welcome. It's truly an honor to be able to celebrate the 98th birthday of His Holiness, the great 14th Dalai Lama. On July 6, 2025, the Central Tibetan Administration, which is the Tibetan government in exile in India, launched a year-long initiative called the Year of Compassion to honor the global leadership and the lifelong commitment of His Holiness to the humanity. So, here in Massachusetts, we were blessed to organize the first ever official tribute to His Holiness the Dalai Lama at the Massachusetts State House in Boston on July 10th. of this year. This event was made possible through the co-sponsorship of Senator Joe Comerford, Representative Mindy Dong, and our Northampton representative, Lindsay Savados, as well. So this was truly a historical and a remarkable event. For the first time, celebrating the birthday of His Holiness in the Massachusetts State House. And this was really, truly a great way for Massachusetts to honor the lifelong commitment of His Holiness for global peace, compassion, nonviolence, and universal responsibility. During the event on July 10th, we had representatives from the US government, from the state, local community leaders, as well as Tibetan cultural performance, a photo exhibition, a sampling of Tibetan authentic dishes, and most importantly, there was a resolution signed by the Massachusetts House and Senate, signed by the 19 members of the Massachusetts Congress to honor the life and legacies of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So we're extremely honored and grateful for the state leadership. We also have the active support and participation from our elected local officials. I know Lynn Grisma from the Town of Amherst is also here. Northampton Mayor is here as well. Without whose support and continued guidance and assistance, we couldn't have made that event possible. So thank you so much. So, as the Year of Compassion rolls out, we have a number of events and programs that we have planned. We have photo exhibitions, we have book discussions, film screening, dialogue, conversations about the full commitment of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, conversation and book discussion about The Voice for Voiceless, which is the most recent publication of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And if any of you haven't had a chance to read that book, I would strongly encourage you to do that. One of the things that we have coming up that we have never done before is this year our community has decided that a Team Tibet will participate in a walk for hunger, which Monty and Congressman Tibetan has been doing it for this last so many years. And I think this is really in keeping with His Holiness the Dalai Lama's teaching of compassion. This is an opportunity for the local Tibetan communities and for you all to support us to be able to take part in that walk for hunger. So today we gathered here for the screening of Mission Joy, Finding Happiness in These Troubled Times. And this movie is really based on one of the bestseller book, The Book of Joy. And this book has been published authored by His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Dr. Abrams. And the book was on New York's bestseller for 37 weeks, was published in 48 different countries. Over 1.4 million copies have been sold worldwide, and then related video content have reached more than 27 million views. So clearly we can see the urgency, the need for compassion, for joy, for happiness. So on behalf of the Regional Tibetan Association of Massachusetts, I warmly welcome you to this special screening. May this film bring you joy, peace, inspiration, and happiness. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Chithue Thindip, for your inspiring words. We'll now begin our screening of Mission Joy. There will be no intermission, so please make sure you're comfortable and hope you enjoy the film. Thank you.
said this shouldn't be a Buddhist dialogue or a Christian dialogue. This should be about the nature of being human.
You don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, I'm going to become a friend to the Dalai Lama. It just happens. I think it was a communication of the heart. I thought you were non-violent.
The Dalai Lama and Chithue have only actually been together half a dozen times. You know, global spiritual masters don't have a lot of time to hang out with their buddies.
Think you thought. Think of me.
The Dalai Lama was invited to my dad's 80th birthday in Cape Town. The South African government at that time had extensive trade relationships with China, and they delayed the process of issuing him a visa for weeks and weeks and weeks.
It's quite unbelievable. The discourtesy that they have shown to the Dalai Lama. I mean, Dalai Lama! I am warning you, one day we will start praying for the defeat of the ANC government.
For the African National Congress, for the ANC, to prevent the Dalai Lama from coming to South Africa and not giving him a visa was just a betrayal.
So we knew that the only way to get them together was to bring Arch to Dharamsala.
My father was so happy to finally see his dear friend again and to embark on a joint mission that spoke to their life's work, a mission of joy.
One of the most fascinating things about that week together was that when we asked people to send us their questions, we got thousands of responses. They definitely were interested in the big questions of why we're here, the nature of life, and about mortality.
There's the question of how you think about your own death. How do you think about that possibility?
Quite right.
Well, he doesn't mind too much because there's reincarnation.
Then certainly, my reincarnation, not very sure where I born, but you quite sure in heaven.
The Chinese say they are going to decide.
I want.
But be nice to them.
That's right. Yes, I think you rightly mentioned. Sooner or later they'll come. So, while you're alive, your life should be meaningful. I think maximum 100 years. That short period should not create more problem on this planet. Right?
Yes.
I think there's a lot of shared background. Both of them are deeply spiritual people, and also both of them have deep history of struggle against authoritarian systems.
Non-violence, but that it's very important when talking about violence to note that the primary violence in South Africa is the violence of apartheid.
Engage the gender match, and they go through this experiment. Now we know where in the brain the pain circuits reside, so we know exactly where to look. And when we look at those circuits in the non-meditating controls, the moment we present the high-pitched tone, beep, their brain responds as if it received the actual pain. So nothing's happened other than they got a tone, but their brains are responding as if they got the heat. When you do that with the meditators, they receive the tone, beep, nothing happens. There's absolutely no significant change in the pain matrix. They're flat. Then when the actual heat comes on, both groups respond. But then as soon as the pain goes off, the meditators come right back down to baseline, whereas the controls persist. Their pain circuits are still reverberating. It's as if they can't shut them off. They're ruminating about pain. The conclusion that our work has led us to, very simply, but we think it's a very radical conclusion, and that is that well-being is a skill. Well-being can actually be learned. It can be nurtured. And it's a skill that can enable us to live a happier life.
Arch is dancing through this fantastic sway, and it's so cool. And not all standing there, kind of nervous.
Now, to be frank, monastics members are not supposed to dance. It's actually one of the precepts. No singing and no dancing. He was able to pursue his holiness to stand up and at least do some moves.
This has to be our third time watching it, and I think each time it inspires and continues to inspire me. The friendship, the wisdom, and the intellectual between the two global icons is timeless, and I think it kind of transforms the way we look at the world today. So I really hope that you guys also resonated with the movie. But without any further ado, I would like to request our chief guest, Northampton Mayor Chithue Thindip Tsering, to share some words on today's event.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I feel very emotional, actually. This was such a profoundly beautiful film. And I feel ill-equipped to even be able to share thoughts, but I will try. And I tried to take notes. I mean, I think the thing that struck me the most was the reaching out of the hands, the constant connection that the two of them felt with each other. It was so profoundly beautiful. And I think is what, I think, as they said, is what drives joy, right? That sense of connection to each other and our shared humanity. And so that was so lovely to see, just that continual need to touch each other and to make that connection. Such a beautiful reflection of their friendship. And also their laughter. They had two of the best laughs maybe in the world. And joy is infectious, right? So if you experience joy and you share it, it makes others around you joyful. And so I was thinking through it, I was like, wow, I feel like I'm laughing more in this film than I do in like a sitcom, right? There were so many opportunities just from their own expression of their, how much they loved being in each other's company, that it filled me with joy. And I could hear everyone else being filled with joy. And they named it at the end, their playful, beautiful teasing of each other, there was just pure love in it, right? There was nothing denigrating about it, but that they feel so comfortable around each other that they can playfully tease each other was so much fun to see. There were, the silliness, right? Which I think we all could use some silliness, and that even in profound pain and in talking about how the experiences that they've gone through in their lives, that they could still tap into, as they said, that 8-year-old boy sort of silliness with each other was so really beautiful. So I just thank you so much. This was such a remarkable invitation to be asked to, one, to be here and to experience this with all of you, but then to share my reflections. I feel incredibly honored by that. But I think there's just such an important message in this movie, and that in compassion is where we find joy, and in connection with each other is where we find joy. And that is how we heal, as they said, our own families, our own communities, our own countries, our own world. And that is truly our only path forward, is through compassion. And in that we find meaning and joy in this life. So thank you for letting me be a part of that with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Sciarra, for sharing your reflection with us. I would now like to invite our President for Regional Tibetan Association of Massachusetts, Chithue Thindip Tsering, to share the word of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Regional Tibetan Association of Massachusetts, I want to say thank you from my heart for being here today for the signing of Mission Joy, part of the Year of Compassion. First, I thank our Chief Guest, Mayor Sciarra, for joining us. We feel very honored by your presence. I also thank our guest of honor, Thindip Tsering, member of the Tibetan Parliament in exile, for being us and supporting our community. A big thank to the Academy of Music Theatre staff for your kind help and for giving us this beautiful space. Special thanks to the students for Free Tibet US chapter for your support and help today. We are very grateful for your energy and dedication. I also want to thank our special guests from the Northampton City Council and the Town Council and all other invited guests who join us. Your presence means a lot to us. And finally, thank you to all of you in the audience. Your support means so much. This plan reminds us of the power of joy, compassion, and thank you, and have a good evening. Thanks and to the channels.
And now for the final, we would like to close with a celebration with a circle, Tibetan circle dance called Gorshe, and this is what we do at the end of an event to celebrate such a meaningful event. So please come up on the stage and join us. Thank you.
Indah, coba Indah. Having a good time?
Yeah, having a great time. Thank you.
Tiring movie kan dia
빼고 쳐서 아니 뭐 패더 상황도 트치나 인간원에
Nada.
Pe abu chung so message yaku leni dugiyos.
Okay, 빼고 중소스.
All about compassion, kindness, helping other people, and that's it.
Re, 딱따래. Tata misang madrasaso. Ani ida tiringi legu di 빼고 줍스라. 아니 미 망부질레샤 ran 소소베 미체 아니 인지 겹겨 난게 망부빌레시라 아니 창물로라 투지체다 가디체 망불레라 아니 tiringi 인동 디델라 란 잠샤 아니 계란소 조요레와 투지낭바이